We're in Croatia now. We've just come for our first toll road. Automated, just go, ticket automatically comes out, and then that's your payment. The next time we come off this highway, there'll be a payment station. There's no prices, so I'm not sure how much it is, but we aren't on here long. I think a lot of Croatian roads, especially motorways, are toll related. Some are quite expensive if you're going right across the country, but they're all graded on different sort of lengths and what have you, so we'll find out what that is. But this might be where our costs start mounting up a little bit, but for now,
because of these little tickets,
Croatia for the next few weeks. On our way to a little seaside town called Porec before we hopefully go to a place called Pula for 3 or 4 nights on a campsite. We had a bit of issue booking it online, so we're not sure if we reserve, but we'll find that out shortly. We are now in Croatia and we've just come to a little town called Porec. It's like a little harbour town on the coast, the Adriatic coast. We're just walking through the main centre now. It's a bustling little area. Today's Sunday, but people out eating, drinking, great sunshine. This is what we expected.
I did not expect it.
What an awesome little place, eh?
I know. It's a right little gem, innit? I don't quite know. I just thought we was coming to the coast just to have like a little look at the sea or whatever and pass a bit of time before we got to the campsite. But this is awesome.
Proper oldie-weldy, this, isn't it? Really nice. So we're just into the little old town now. About 26 degrees as well, so this is fantastic. Probably just make out the colour of this sea. We're just in sort of the little circular walk around the outskirts of Porec because it's kind of like a little horseshoe sticking out. But yeah, this is pretty spectacular. One thing I've got to say about how accessible the swimming is, I mean, you just, these little bits dotted around all over the shoreline, straight in there into this lovely, lovely blue sea. One other thing I've just seen is like a little, if you've got kids or whatever, there's this little natural sea pool. So if you go down these little steps here, there's like little seating areas dotted around all over in this little pool, so you can sit little ones, you can have a swim, and you know you're still kind of safe, you're not in the open seas. But yeah, this is, I don't think I've seen water clearer, to be fair, especially not coastally, but yeah, this is just amazing. This is the little shoreline, just 2 minutes away from where we're parked on the campsite, looking out to the sea, so we're going to go and try and attempt to have a swim. First, you can probably see I'm quite pink as well from yesterday, but first dip in the sea.
Or attempt at.
Easy. I'm probably falling. Oh, that's actually quite cool. Oh.
You're making that look beautifully elegant.
It's not warm.
It's like the Bounty advert, innit?
I bet the boundaries. It's not warm. I mean, it's clear and it's lovely, but
just pretend it's warm. Mind over matter and all that jazz. He's getting excited about the fishing. Is probably
fished is sharks. That's what worries me. I mean, ankle deep. We've seen a video, didn't we? I showed you on Twitter about a shark at, was it ankle deep water?
Yeah, my argument was, even if there were sharks, you'd see its fin before it got here. Apparently that's not the case. I don't know if this will pick up sound or quality or whatever because it's in a bag, but come on.
No. Freezing.
Get in, man.
Oh, I can't do it.
Get in.
I can't do it. You know, it's like tearing off the band-aid, isn't it? But I just can't.
I'm going for a swim if you do it.
I'm praying to a god.
Coming from the atheist.
some sort of idea of how clear this water is. There's loads of little fish down there. This is a little snorkeling spot just on the campsite. It gives you actual little snorkel routes telling you the depths and what animals there is to see. But look at the colour of that water for the sea. This is just unbelievable. So we're in the little city of Pula, which is an old Roman city. There's a big amphitheatre here which we're going to go visit. This arch is an old Roman arch. This is the Arch of Sergi. This was the original Roman gate to the city, and it was constructed in 29 BC. It's still the original remains. We're just heading into what was the entrance to the town now in the bars and restaurants. Just walking down like the old street in Pula, and got to say it's lovely. There's amongst Roman sort of architecture. There's plenty of gift shops and stuff like fridge magnets and a lot of like bangles and little rings and stuff. But I mean, just a little gift shop here, like behind me, it's got beers, it's got fridge magnets. We've seen a little duck, what was it? A duck boutique where we've got a little Jäger in our van, which is a little Bavarian duck figure with a pretzel and a beer. And they've got a little shop specifically about these ducks. So if we go again later on, I'll have a look and we'll try and maybe get another one for the van. This building you see behind me, the Temple of Augustus, it was built in 2 BC. And it is the old Roman forum where they all used to meet for the meetings. Obviously it's been changed now into some sort of government building, but yeah, this is like just over 2,025 years old. Excuse me, why is it you keep wandering into every video I do?
Because I'm not fat, I just expanding.
It's because of the amount of bites you get and you've swallowed up with pus, haven't you? She's done it again, hasn't she? It's a bit sad. I'm a bit upset myself that I'm on holiday. I'm in Croatia. Well, I'm not actually on holiday, and I'm admiring the architecture and the brickwork and the skills. Bricklaying never leaves you, does it? Really, it just never leaves you. It's the start of the Amphitheatre. It is actually one of the 6 most intact Roman ruins in the world. Now, this amphitheatre was built between 27 and 82 AD, and I think it is the most intact Roman amphitheatre anyway, with all 4 columns still intact, even more so than Rome. There's the Pula Amphitheatre. Can't quite see it because of its size, but you get an impression of it. I'm going to go in and now I think it's €10 to go visit the inside, but yeah, it's really, really well intact, and there's a little church over there. Yes. Ooh. Oh, that's good.
I'm just hoping if he was coming in facing a gladiator challenge, would it?
I am a gladiator. So this is the actual arena where the battles took place, the fights. Over there, that big grander area is where the main emperors and the main people in the Roman Empire came to watch the fighting. But yeah, this is like sort of a strange feeling, to be honest. We found a couple of amphitheatres like here and there. We found one in Switzerland as well randomly, but this is the best preserved one we have seen by a long, long way. Just going down now to a little exhibition area where there's some historical artefacts. We're actually in the tunnels that the fighters and the gladiators used to actually walk around on the way to the arena. Just in this area alone, there's a lot of ruins and sort of artefacts from that time. But this is, considering this is cracking. I mean, the electrics are obviously Roman, but you know what I mean. just leaving the little exhibition now, and it's had a lot of it in there is to do with the production of olive oil. Now, one thing we have said in all our journeys around here is there's just olive oil everywhere. When we was driving to Pula, we actually picked up inadvertently the olive oil route, which is olive oil? I can't say olive oil route, and there's sort of little vineyards and stuff everywhere which has oil production, and in there there's historical artifacts of it where they have like milling wheels and crushing wheels to extract the olive oil juice. Leah, you feeling very gladiatorial?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. See that?
I thought it was gladiatorial.
Look at all my bruises.
I thought it was gladiatorial. I thought it was having a fight.
No.
They're bites, by the way. Stop trying to paint me.
No, I've actually got a really bad bruise. I don't want to be gladiatorial. I want to be the people that watch it, well, don't watch it because I don't like the violence, but drink the wine.
A better view now of the arena from this little sort of staircase. Got to say, if you're ever in Croatia and you're in the Pula area, I would highly recommend coming to this, the Pula Amphitheatre. €10 per person, we've been here about an hour, well worth it. Going to leave the amphitheatre now and we're heading to a little place called Strasse, and I believe it is some underground war tunnels which are under the ground in Pula, which were used during the First and Second World Wars, I believe, so I'll have a look at them. €6. Again, going out via the gift shop as always. This is the Zero Gasse. This is the underground ticket. So as you've just seen, we tried to go in the Zero Gasse or the war tunnels, but the card ticket payment machine was out of order, so we've had to come up to this castle to buy our tickets. Didn't realise that the tickets were actually included the castle as well as the war tunnels, so that's cost us €7 per adult to get the tickets, which includes the tunnels, which we only thought it was for, and all of this castle. And also we've got great views of the amphitheatre just over there. So yeah, this is a little stroke of luck in it, and we've just picked up a couple of pamphlets to have a look at some sunset dolphin excursions for tomorrow night. The forecast looking good, so I think we're going to treat ourselves to that. There's meals included. I'll go into more details in that at the time though. You get a slightly better view there of the amphitheatre. I mean, this tree's blocking it a little bit, but you get good views of the amphitheatre. There's a church there, and then obviously this is the town and the city of Pula. So these are the war tunnels of the Zero Gasse. Sort of information all over the walls about the submarine just off the coast. These were used during the war. So you've kind of done it out like an aquatic sort of room.
In December 1940,
each of these rooms has like a little English, French, German, and English, Italian, English, and Croatian, so you can listen to what's going on like an audio tour.
As it was just before Christmas, most boats had laid anchor.
One thing what we found really helpful is the level of English in both Slovenia and Croatia so far has been absolutely fantastic, and every information board we've seen, unlike in Italy, is including like English parts, so everything where you would normally miss off in these museums we can actually find out and learn all about this information. Look at this gig, she's fascinated.
The situation on the vessel became critical.
So they've started using like a holographic technology to explain sort of information. Look at that. Goes on for a long way. This is the area we can't quite get to, but we're on the first floor. Not a fan of lifts, Sally. She's not. Unfortunately, we've got this little lift now to go even further underground. Are you excited?
Marvellously so. Oh, I'm brown.
You are brown. I think it's the orange reflecting off my top.
It's not.
I'm pink, I got burnt the other day, so.
It's like a little shrimp.
Here we go, this is Leah's experiences of lifts. Oh!
I was just about to say that, but it's them bits that I don't like.
Does it get your guts?
Yeah, I like aeroplanes, I like turbulence, I like skydiving, I like a stormy ship.
No, 0.
Lifts on.
Life's so confusing. This is the actual tunnel. There's ways to exits and stuff like that. There's a big information area behind us, so we'll have a little look around and find our feet. Little areas in here, like little cabin. I'm going to put Leah in here because talking through every video I start trying to do, don't you?
It's because it's always videoing.
You can't be bothered to make YouTube, so I've started doing it, albeit not very well by the viewers, but
Like and subscribe.
I'm trying, yeah. Just goes on for miles and miles. You can see it carries on over that way as well. I've done at least 30 strides already, so you're looking at least 30 metres. I don't know, I've not actually got any indication of how long this is, but there's stuff over at this end as well, so I think it's kind of a case of go up and then come back and then go through that area somehow, but I don't really know, but this is impressive. Again, if you're watching this, Dad, you've got Wi-Fi on the ground, you can't even get 4G at your house.
Why is the virus doing The golden for the bottom.
Trying to get footage of it. There's no goal, isn't here?
It's freezing, it's haunted.
Because it's underground,
Loads
you
of people
knob.
would have died under here, would they not?
I don't know. Read the information placards.
I like the ones where it talks to you.
One thing I've found when we come to these sort of museums or anything is what Leah likes to do is me to read all the boring information and then put it into bite-sized chunks so your memory, your imagination doesn't run off and you can take it in, can't you? Because you don't have a big attention span, do you?
Although I am very childlike when it comes to that. That thing in there when it was telling me about the submarine was real interesting. But then you press it in your languages, but then other people came that weren't English, so then I felt a bit like, so wandered off. So I don't actually know the end of the story. They all started dying, but I don't know if any survived.
Well, there you go. Good recap. Thank you. It's just a bloody myriad of tunnels, isn't it, Leah? Still walking down this tunnel. It's like a big sort of, a bit like a compass sort of shape, you know, north, east, south, west. It goes off in 4 different directions. Trying to find out like which way out now, because I think this path leads us out towards the amphitheatre. There's 4 different exits, you see, but the ticket we was going to go to, we just seen earlier, was out of order, so you're normally coming one and then straight out another, whereas we aren't quite sure where we are. We don't want to be lost. We might be lost on the ground forever, Leah.
I'm too cold.
She's too cold. She's saying it's freezing despite the fact that it's probably about 10 degrees down here.
It's colder than that. We was in a cave the other day. That was 10 degrees. And I was positively toast.
Every time we go in a cave, they always say it's about minimum degrees of 8 or 10 degrees, don't they? Sometimes even 12. So if we're in a cave, it would be one of them. Maybe.
I had a jacket on there. I'm positively chilly.
Not bad. I think we're almost found out the cave system. We've been walking ages and they've still got like a long way to go, but I think this bar right should lead us out to the forum, which is like the big Roman sort of building we saw earlier. Hopefully anyway, if not we're certainly in the wrong part of town. Just in our bit now, just been in the tourist info to get a load of pamphlets to find out what we can do for the next few days. We've already got a few ideas, but I think we've done a lot of the main scenes in Pula. But yeah, we're just sort of going to have a little look around, find a few things to do. Say we might go on a dolphin tour tomorrow night, but I think we've seen a lot of the must-see sites here, but there's some little hidden gems as well, so we might find them.
He seems to think you can get from there to there, or there, I'm not quite sure which one, without touching the water. Oh! That was risky. This is a man that's supposed to be driving us to Albania and Bosnia and back. Well, you have got us here, but you're now balanced precariously on a rock. With Crocs and wet feet. With the van key. Oh, you haven't. He's got the van keys in his pocket. Put them. Oh, you dick.
Why do I do this?
I don't know, because you're a muppet. That could have gone horribly wrong with the car keys.
That was a bit of fun, wasn't it?